Hello everyone, I will be presenting our first flipped classroom of the year, and it will be on cellular respiration. All living things need energy. I first started off with a simple yet complex question. What's cellular respiration? Below I provided you with the chemical equation for it, which I would like you guys to remember as well, please. So glucose plus oxygen leads to carbon dioxide plus water plus ATP, and ATP being energy. And it's actually the opposite of photosynthesis chemical equation as well, which I thought was pretty interesting and easy to remember as well. So, as we know, photosynthesis and cellular respiration are two completely different types of energy. So, photosynthesis is the process that plants undergo to produce energy that also releases carbon dioxide to the atmosphere. And then organisms like plants and some deep sea organisms are able to synthesize this way and get energy. This also greatly benefits us as humans, as we know carbon dioxide, or as we need carbon dioxide in order to survive on this planet. Cellular respiration is the process that cells undergo to produce energy. Example, our cells and humans undergo this process for us to get energy. And then cellular respiration has 3 stages: stage 1, glycolysis; stage 2, Krebs cycle; and stage 3, the electron transport chain. And so for this next slide is the process to create energy, which I provided you guys with a YouTube video. I didn't want this to be an uninteresting topic, as discussing chemical formulas and process for cellular respiration can be a hard concept to remember and understand for some students. So I wanted you guys to make sure to check out the YouTube video that's right here, or you won't understand the rest of the slides or cellular respiration in general. I made sure to conclude this video because it's going to be holding the more meaty substance of the entire PowerPoint. It's mainly focused on this, and then the other slides will be a brief little overview on each slide, or each stage, I'm sorry. So, and we'll be also doing activities in class to make sure you understood this material and then watch the video as well. So stage 1, glycolysis. This occurs in the cytoplasm. ATP is required at the very beginning of glycolysis, which you can see on the right diagram example as well. ATP is produced as well, and this produces 2 pyruvic acid molecules. So ATP is produced, but it's not enough to sustain and have the cells function properly to do their daily tasks. It's very minimum energy in order to get into the next stage. So the second stage, Krebs cycle. So this occurs in the mitochondrion. Some ATP is produced during the stage of cellular respiration. Energy which has been stored in pyruvate is then transported to FADH2 and NADH. And so cytoplasm, mitochondrion, these are all words that we learned in terms while we were doing photosynthesis as well. So I hope those terms are still in your brains. If not, we can go ahead and review that as well. Stage 3, the final stage. So it's the electron transport chain. It's the final stage, as I had just mentioned. It occurs in the plasma membrane. So the most ATP is made here. So this is the final stage, and the ATP is what we need for our cells to do daily functioning, transporting waste, creating new energy, removing toxins, all these things that our cells undergo each and every day. So I want to thank you guys for staying tuned to our first flip class, as I'm very excited for this journey. Be prepared to discuss what we learned for next class section. Bring notes and questions as you may have about cellular respiration. And I just want to restate again, make sure you guys did watch the YouTube video because it is such an important part of our PowerPoint of this. Thank you.